Hello, I'm Yash Shende from Dr. Ambedkar Institute of Management Studies and Research, Deekshabhoomi, Nagpur. And I am in front of you to present my research paper, which I have recently done on my MBA fourth sem. So it's about capital structure and its impact on profitability of Mahindra and Mahindra Ltd. I am guided by Dr. Vivek Pimpalapure, Associate Professor of Dr. Ambedkar Institute of Management Studies and Research, Deekshabhoomi, Nagpur. So let's talk about the abstracts. Abstracts is a small view that which what we have done during the research during the period of research. We have analyzed and investigate Mahindra and Mahindra Limited by the mean of debt to equity ratio, earning per share, net profit ratio, and gross profit ratio. These are the various variables which we are using during the study period. The study period will be of 5 years, which we will see on the other slides. So the introduction, capital structure is a combination of capital from different sources of finance like debt, equity, and preferences. There are various different sources of finance during any business. So these are the various source which can be used during the finance. Capital structure means the proportion of debt and equity used for the financing the operation of the business. So let's move further about the literature review. The the various research paper which I have been go through during my period. I have mentioned here. These are the small overview of all of them. That what are they what are they focusing on? We all can go through it. So research and methodology. What I have done during my research. So currently this is the secondary database research which have been considered for 5 years from the period of 2017 to 2020. The ratio used on the data study is completely from the annual statement of Mahindra and Mahindra Limited. So the objective of the research to study the capital structure pattern of the company during the study period, to compare EPS with the debt to equity ratio, and to find the impacts on profitability. We have taken gross profit ratio and the net profit ratio. The hypotheses are there that debt to equity ratio, which is our dependent variable, have not have any impact with our independent variable, which are earning per shares, net profit, and gross profit ratio. So at the end of the slide, we have also see the four different variable which we have using during the analysis. So let's see the data analysis. These are the 5 years which we have taken: 2017, 18, 19, 20, and 21. The debt to equity ratio is different for various years. The gross profit ratio and net profit ratio. These are also different for various year, and earning per shares. This all percentage have been calculated by me during the research paper, and debt to equity ratio have been given by the website itself. The regression test, the test which we have been used here is regression. The regression is a statistical method which used in finance for the investing and the other discipline to attempt the determination and the strength of characteristics of the relationship between dependent variable and the series of other independent variable. So the regression test has been given us a clear idea about what is the relationship between the one variable with the others. So our dependent variable is debt to equity ratio. Our independent variables are three, which are earning per shares, gross profit ratio, and net profit ratio. By comparing or comparing we will comparing one by one independent variable with our dependent variable. So firstly, we have interpretation of debt and equity ratio with gross profit ratio. As per the test mentioned, debt to equity ratio and the gross profit ratio, the p value is larger than 0.05, which means we do not reject our null hypothesis. There is no significant impact of gross profit margin on the capital structure ratio of debt and equity. The change in ratio and proportion of gross profit margin percent, therefore there is no effect or impact on of capital structure of Mahindra and Mahindra Limited. Hence, our alternative hypothesis is correct and true. So let's move further about our second interpretation, which is about the debt to equity ratio and the earning per share. So result of debt to equity ratio with earning per shares, the p value of debt to equity ratio is less than 0.05, which means we accept our null hypothesis that there is no impact of earning per shares on capital structure of debt and equity ratio of Mahindra and Mahindra Limited. Hence, we can say there is significance of earning per shares on debt to equity ratio, there is some impact and relation with earning per shares of capital structure. The change on earning per share of company have affect the ratio of capital structure of the company. So our third interpretation was debt to equity ratio with the net profit margin. So the result which taken into consideration as per the data, taken an analysis of p value here is less than 0.05. This condition, in this condition, we accept our null hypothesis, which means there are some significance effect of net profit margin to the capital structure of the company. Hence, we can say that our alternative as per the analysis regression tool test is correct. So there is impact of net profit margin on debt to equity ratio of the company. So let's see what are the findings we have been, taken from it. The finding concluded that there are some significant relationship between the capital structure ratio, that is debt and equity, with earning per share as per the result of regression analysis test. There is some relationship between debt to equity ratio and the earning per share. Change in EPS in that is company make profit for each share, which define the value of company, has an impact of capital structure ratio proportion. The change in earning per share have definitely impact on the capital structure ratio. The interpretation between another ratio of profitability, that is gross profit ratio margin percent, and capital structure ratio of debt and equity, which tells us that gross profit do not have any impact on capital of company. It means that gross profit do not have any impact on capital of the company. So gross profit earned by a company by deducting all the costs do not have any impact of capital structure as per the analysis of regulation. Lastly, we analyze that the capital structure with net profit margin percent, in which we observe that same interpretation, that there is no significant impact of net profit ratio on the capital structure. Therefore, the amount of profit the company earn after deducting all the interest, operations, and tax expenses does not have an impact on capital structure of the company. Let's moving forward about the suggestions. There can be more ratio can be taken during the given data. The expense ratio is also there. Operation ratio, liquid ratio, and current ratio can be taken for the more clarity of this study. The study is limited to the 5 years, which can be extended to more than a 15 years, which will give us more clarity and a clear view about the impact of capital structure and impact to this profitability. Let's see about the conclusion. According to the research done, as we have research done on the regression tool analysis on Excel, the debt to equity ratio, that debt and equity and debt is capital structure ratio, has various ratio of profitability, that is EPS, net profit ratio, and gross profit ratio. We have taken various variables, which is quite a good thing, in which we conclude that EPS have some impact on capital structure. Earning per share have some impact on the capital structure. That is the moment in which EPS has affected the ratio of equity and debt. Means earning per share has affected the ratio of equity and the debt. The the return from impact the returns can impact due to change in earning per shares on equity and debt capital structure. Due to change of equity and debt capital structure, there are some effect of earning per share. Other ratio used, gross profit ratio and the net profit ratio, we do not have do not impact the capital structure as per the analysis done in the test of result in research. So we can say that there is no significant relationship between gross profit ratio and the net profit ratio with debt and equity ratio. Hence, we reject our null hypothesis of these ratios. Lastly, about the detailed capital structure analysis also considered as for analysis. Means different variables can also be considered during the analysis. So these are the various research paper which I have gone through. The information are all from this given website, and the book which I have referred is Capital Structure and Corporate Financial Decision, which have given me a clear idea that how I can conclude and give a shape to my research. So this is all from my side. I thanks all my guides, all my faculty members which helped me during my research. Thanks all, and that's all from my side.